What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sounds Nerdy. CES 26 is here, and Hisense just dropped an update to their RGB mini LED lineup that's genuinely interesting. The new 116US doesn't just stick with red, green, and blue. They've added a fourth color to the backlight. We're talking cyan, light blue, sky blue, whatever you want to call it. It's there, and it actually matters. Before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and smash that like button. Alright, let's dive in. Here's the deal. Last year's Hisense 116UX was already impressive. It was literally the first RGB mini LED TV to hit the US and UK market. But Hisense looked at red, green, and blue and said, you know what? Let's add another one. The 116US now includes a light blue or cyan element in the backlight. So instead of RGB, you're getting RGBC, RGLB. Hisense is calling it RGB Mini LED Evo, which is way easier to say. Now, what does this matter? Here's the thing. The transition between blue and green has always been tricky for displays. That cyan range, that teal, the aqua, the colors you see in tropical water or clear skies, those sit right at the gap between the blue and the green. Traditional RGB backlights have to work harder to nail those tones, and sometimes they just don't get there. By adding that dedicated light blue element, Hisense is filling in the gap. Skies look like actual skies. Ocean seems like you're about to get splashed. Those cyan green tones that were always slightly off, now they're accurate. It's one of those upgrades that sound small until you actually see it in person. Let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets wild. The 116UXS features 134-bit color control and color coverage exceeding 110% of BT 2020. Yes, you heard that right, over 110%. Now, last year's everyone was celebrating TV hitting 100% of BT 2020. Hisense said, yeah, that's cute, and kept going. That extra light blue backlight is what's pushing them beyond that 100% mark. BT 2020 is a professional broadcast standard, the widest color gamut used in the industry. Exceeding it means TV can display colors that most content doesn't even use yet. You're basically future-proofing the content that hasn't been mastered. Now, Hisense hasn't dropped exact brightness specs yet for the 116UXS, but here's what we know. Last year's 116UX was hitting well over 5,000 nits of peak brightness. That's already brighter than most people's living room can handle without sunglasses. I expect this year's model to be about the same, if not slightly brighter. Here's the part that surprised me. You'd think adding a fourth backlight color, more dimming zones, and presumably similar or a higher brightness would make this thing drink power like it's running for a marathon. Nope. Hisense is claiming they've actually reduced power consumption on the 116UXS compared to last year's model. How? Efficiency gains from the RGB Mini LED EVO architecture or EVO architecture. When your backlight is already closer to the target color, pixels don't have to filter as aggressively, which saves energy. Now, if you can afford a $30,000 TV, I don't think you're too much worried about your electric bill anyway. So you're getting more accurate colors, better coverage, and potentially lower electricity bills. That's the kind of upgrade that we all can get behind. The Hisense 116UXS is a smarter evolution. Instead of just chasing brighter and bigger, they focus on a real problem, that blue-green transition, and solved it by adding a fourth backlight color. The result is over 110% of the BT 2020 coverage, professional grade accuracy, and better efficiency. Hisense was first to market with RGB Mini LED, and now they're first to push beyond standard RGB with this Evo tech. If the other brands aren't paying attention before, they are now. Alright guys, let me know down in the comment section, does this extra cyan backlight make sense to you, or is it overkill? Drop down in the comment section and let me know. Again, thank you for taking time to watch this video. Do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and for more CES videos, check out one of these two videos right here. Until the next video guys, stay nerdy.